Out of the gates and ready to go. Welcome into this live edition of Seattle Seahawks Today on Fan Friday. Tyler Jones here with you. Happy to have you with us for the second live show of the week. We got a lot to get to coming up on today's show. We will give you our final Seahawks OTAs winners and losers. We got all my takeaways that will wrap up the OTA period on coming up in just a matter of moments. Also on today's show, we will break down the entire Seahawks depth chart as projected by Pro Football Focus, go over all the grades and give you our analysis and reaction to what PFF had to say about the Seahawks depth chart. And we will get to our Week 4 Madden Sim as your Seattle Seahawks set to take on the Detroit Lions. We'll bring that to you coming up at the end of today's show. As you guys file in, shout out your sitting. We'll shout you out as we are rocking and rolling here on this Fan Friday. Glad that you could be here with us, spending part of your afternoon here on the channel. It is a good day to be alive, my friends. Certainly enjoyed myself. We've had quite the day at the Chat Sports offices. I'll kind of leave it to the imagination beyond that. But it's been a lot of fun today. Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves. Let us know where you're coming out from. We are checking in from the Chat Sports studios here in downtown Dallas, Texas on this Friday afternoon. I see Pedro's checking in from Los Angeles. I got Donald in Slayton, Texas. I got Di in Newefin. I got Stahl in Oklahoma City, where the Oklahoma Sooners won the College World Series last night over the Texas Longhorns in dominating fashion. Big Tex loved every moment of it. Got Seth checking in from California, Pedro in L.A., got my guy Mark Sanchez checking in from Washington. Good to see you all here. Let us know where you're at. I got George in Columbia. Good to see you, George. Got Jerry in Cornell, Washington. Good to see you, Jerry. Thanks for being here with us today. Big Tex joins me now on the ones and twos today, and we talked about this a little bit on Wednesday. I wanted to elaborate a little further. I want to know, are you guys fans of Zens? Are you part of the Zen craze? Because Big Tex and I are. And I know that when some people take a Zen, they feel like that they just had to quit their job after 4 days, that it has that effect on them after they have a Zen. There's other of us, like Tex and I, that we just get to work.
Oh, yeah.
We just go all in, guns a-blazing, that it stimulates us. It makes us feel good. Zen is not a sin.
No.
Are you a Zen guy or not? Why for yes and for no? Big Tex, happy Fan Friday to you.
Happy Fan Friday, bro.
Tell me what is so great about the Zens for people that don't know, or really just nicotine pouches in general.
Of course. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Zen, but that's just the one I have right now. It's not only a cognitive enhancer, but also I feel like it just helps me as a producer to think more creatively, if you will, and also produce graphics on the fly at a much more accurate rate, if you will. But hey, it's not for everybody. Like you said, some people just, it's not meant for them.
Right?
Yeah.
We have a culture here at Chat Sports that thrives off Zens.
Oh, yeah. It's built off the backbone of caffeine and Zens, and sometimes if you're not a Zen guy, you just got to...
And we have a few drinks. We like to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, we enjoy ourselves here.
Soul Pancake, not a Zen guy. Give it a shot, Soul Pancake.
Try it.
You know what? Let's try one ourselves.
Yes.
Big Tex, I need one too.
Okay.
Let's salute the day accordingly.
Yes.
This is to all the people, all the Zen Nation out there. We want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't quit your job. Have a Zen. Make it the most of your day with a Zen. This is to all the 12s out there. Happy Fan Friday to you. Enjoy a Zen. I go with the lower decky. You go with the upper decky.
Got to keep it opposite.
Yeah. And we got our bases covered.
Oh, yeah.
We love our nicotine patches around here.
No doubt.
Now, Seeps gave you a pack of Rogues?
Yeah, but apparently they're better than the ones I got. And they do look better.
Because you were hating on Rogues the other day.
Maybe it's just because I went with the 3s. Maybe I just needed to go with the 6.
Okay.
These are 6s, so I'm hoping they're stronger. I'm going to have to bust into them because we just knocked out the last 2 of this one for the 12s.
So maybe when we get to the Madden Sim, we'll get to the Rogues.
Exactly. Then we'll try those out. We'll see how those feel.
We'll see where those go. El Presidente says, I had Zen once and got too silly. Hopefully you didn't quit your job after 4 days. from getting too silly with those Zins. El Presidente. Yeah.
They'll never get that joke, and that's what's funny about it.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
So good.
It is the Summer of Jones. There's no
Yes.
time like the Summer of Jones, Big Tex. Powered by Zins. I am kicking off the Summer of Jones this weekend. Heading home tonight, going to the great city of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Going to go see my family. It is Tulsa Tough this weekend, which is a big bike race. I could care less about cycling. It's just an excuse for me to party and have a few drinks. That's how I am enjoying my Summer of Jones this weekend. Also got some other trips planned. Going to Nashville in a couple weeks. Got a little beach trip with the family in Galveston. Also going to be in Phoenix for several days. So that's what my Summer of Jones looks like. And there's some more stuff to come over the coming weeks. Big Tex, what does your Summer of Jones look like besides hanging out with Mr. Jones himself? What are you doing in your Summer of Jones? Chat, what are your travel plans? Let us know. Big Tex, you're going to Costa Rica.
Yes,
right?
that's a good question. I am. I leave tomorrow morning. So I will not
I
see
didn't
you.
realize it was that quick.
Yeah. So I will not see you for about a week.
Are you going to miss me, Tex?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna miss the 12s.
You're gonna miss the 12.
TJ and talking about Zins on Seahawks Today, and it's gonna be fun. We're traveling tomorrow morning. I think our flight leaves pretty early, like 7 or 8.
Zach's going to Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. I'll have to visit. I'll bring my Zins. Hell yeah.
Where are you guys going? Let's see. Flip says he's a rogue guy.
We got
Stahl
him.
says you're from Tulsa, living in Dallas. I'm from Dallas, living in OKC. Pretty ironic, yeah. Good company there. Yes, I am a Tulsa guy. I'm glad to be heading home this weekend. See mom and dad, see my old friends and everything. Good way to start the Summer of Jones. How you spending your Summer of Jones? Zach says San Diego in Bend for a concert in July. I have actually been to Bend, Oregon before. That is the little trivia question here, Big Tex.
Yep.
What in Bend, Oregon is the home to what last living store?
Oh.
There's one more of these left, and it's in Bend, Oregon.
And you say it one more time?
It's a national store, or it was.
Oh, and what kind of store is it? You said it's like a home store?
Oh, if I told you, it would directly give it away.
Okay.
Any guesses? Who knows what is the last
Blockbuster.
store? Yes!
Let's go.
Blockbuster. The last Blockbuster is in Bend, Oregon. If you
How
haven't
is it
seen,
still open?
If you haven't seen the last Blockbuster on Netflix, you need to, folks.
Okay.
I miss Blockbuster.
Yeah, definitely. And Family Video.
I mean, Blockbuster back in the day, I'm sure that Flip and Zach were some of those guys that went to the back of the Blockbuster. Like, if mom caught you in the back of the Blockbuster,
You're getting in trouble.
you were getting a spanking when you got home.
You're cooked.
Not the type of spanking you wanted either.
No, like a bad one.
Yeah. Where are you traveling to this summer? El Presidente is going to Boise for a wedding next week. Flip is going to the Oregon coast. I love the Oregon coast.
It's very beautiful.
Been out there many times. I love Astoria, Seaside, some great towns on the Oregon coast. Washington coast is pretty great as well. Flip says at Blockbuster you got to go behind the curtain.
Right. You gotta be subtle about it.
A little subtle,
Can't be too obvious about your intentions.
Right. Like, what are you doing back here? Ty Man, the Buckeyes going nowhere. Ty Man, what are you doing? What are you doing for your summer then, besides hanging out with us? Let us know. All right, so with that said, if you're ready for today's show, like the video. We didn't spam S yet, though. We'll do that next.
Oh, I got you.
Like the video. We're at 15 likes right now. When we get to 30, then I will crack open a Cold Coolers Light, because this is great for our culture here at Chat Sports, to have Zins and drink beer. It's Fan Friday, like we got to go all out. We got to enjoy ourselves. I need 15 more likes. I need to get to 30 to start today's show and get this thing going, and I'll crack open a cold beer when we get to 30 likes. Like the video. We certainly would appreciate it. Let's see. Zach says, I'm always on the coast. Family in Astoria. Visit the Inferno Lounge at the water for great drinks and food. Mark Sanchez going to Ocean Shores, camping around Mount Rainier. Can't go wrong with that. Ty Man the Buckeye going camping tomorrow and fishing, probably going swimming. Okay, well, I'm glad you're doing some stuff there, Ty Man the Buckeye. Jacob says, I've been playing softball for the Bainbridge Island men's softball team. Nick Fury, a little late. Good to see you here, though. Robert talking football. I see super chat from Donald. We haven't got the super chat menu yet. We'll get to Donald here in just a moment. I need 8 more likes, though, before we go any further. 6 more now. Leo checking in from Clinton, Washington. Seahawks fan 3860. I'm driving down the Oregon coast, too. So that seems to be where the 12s are going. You guys are spending your summer on the Oregon coast. The one thing that I wish about the Pacific Ocean, have you been out the Pacific Ocean, Tex? What?
A little bit, but not as high up to Oregon.
Somebody explain to me, folks, why is the Pacific Ocean so cold? Why can't it be warm like the Atlantic Ocean?
That is a good question.
I am more of an East Coast guy because I want to actually get in the water and enjoy it. I can't do that in the Pacific Coast. It's beautiful. The Oregon coast, Washington coast, California, you go down I-5 and everything. It's beautiful. But, like, I can't touch that water. Like, I'll freeze. You know,
Right.
I'll get hypothermia. Like
3 big reasons. Upswelling, trade winds, and seasonal lag.
Okay.
Those are the reasons why it's colder than the Atlantic.
I don't know what any of that means. But it sounds like it makes sense. Let's see. Michael says, loving it all. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Michael, for that. 2 more likes, and then we'll begin the show. While we wait on our 2 more likes, we have our first super chat of the day. Donald with a $2 super chat says, I'm going to Tacoma, Washington. My grandpa passed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Donald. Certainly thinking of you and your family. Hopefully you have a better trip in Tacoma, and rest in peace your grandpa, and certainly thinking of your grandpa there. Donald, thanks for sharing, and wish nothing but the best there. Super chat menu today. First time super chatters, you get the Seahawks chant. $5 super chat, we're taking shots. We'll go to the Patron Zone, as we have in all its glory right here. $10 super chat, we'll tell a dad joke. $20 super chat, we'll eat the spicy jelly beans. We did not do these on Wednesday. Believe me, folks, I would love nothing more than to torture Big Tex and make him take one of these spicy jelly beans. And we have all sorts of different options to choose from. Carolina Reaper, jalapeno, sriracha, cayenne, and habanero. So send in a $20 super chat. We'll torture Big Tex. $50 super chat. We'll get out the beer shotgun, and that's what's on tap today. So we did reach 30 likes, so I can crack open this can of Cold Coolers Light for the culture, for the chat sports culture here. Cheers to all the 12s out there. Yep. Deal of the day, Das Boot. We reach $200. Then we'll get out the boot on a Friday. I know I got to drive, but believe me, I'll be okay. Don't worry about me. I can still consume a boot. I can handle a boot before I hit the road today.
Oh yeah, it might be the right thing you need.
Yeah. Might stimulate me a little bit. Sure. For that drive to Oklahoma, it's only about 3.5 hours. It's not terrible. We'll see how traffic is getting out of Dallas tonight. $200. If we reach that, then Das Boot will happen today. So let's do this before we get to our final OTAs winners and losers segment. By the way, we mentioned the super chat menu. There is no mailbag today. We only do mailbags on Wednesdays. So with that, the only way you can get on today's show is by sending a super chat. If you want screen time, want your voice to be heard, any message out there, you have to send in a super chat. $ next to the chat box in order to do so and be a part of today's show. Let's spam S in the chat right now. I want to see how many S's we can get in the chat over this next minute or so. Decent audience already to start, but we can do better. We can kind of pump up the algorithm, if you will, over this next minute. I want to see as many S's as we possibly can. Tex is going to shout out all the S's, and we're going to see who's going to be the early favorite to be the MVP here on today's show. So without further ado, let's start the clock. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spam S.
Let's go, David, Pedro, Die Fallen, Pedro. Come on, I'm gonna beat y'all right now. I'm gonna race y'all. Let's go. Let's go.
Spam
Keep
S.
going, Pedro, David, Jacob, Pedro, Jacob. Let's go. Keep going. Don't stop.
Don't stop.
I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you right now. David, come on. Let's go.
Keep going.
Pick it up.
Keep going.
Pick it up,
Spam
Pedro.
S.
Let's go, David. Let's go, Nick. I see you in there, Nick. Nick's dominating the lead now. Santa's winning
Fe
out.
is in there.
Santa's in there. Let's go. Keep going. Georgia. Let's go. Sam, David, Lon, Zach, David, George, Lon,
Halfway
David,
home.
Michael.
Keep going.
Let's go. Don't stop. Thank you for the super chat. We'll get to it in a
Oh!
second. Let's go. Don't stop. Keep spamming that shit.
Keep going.
Come on. Beat me. I'm winning right now. Come on, Michael. Come on. Nick, I see you in there. Nick, you're dominating. Beat
Keep
Santa.
going.
Let's go. Type those S's.
Keep going.
Nick.
10
Sam,
seconds left.
Mud,
Finish strong.
Pedro. David. Lon. Nick. David. Mud. Lon. George. Zach. Mud. David. Michael. Pedro. Zach. Mud. Nick. Lon.
There we go.
David, Mike. Yeah. Let's go.
All right.
You want to hit the super?
Yeah. Let's go to the super chat.
Oh, yeah.
The great one. With this super chat coming in.
Cheers.
Mark Sanchez with a $50 super chat. Bang! Mark! Everybody spam Mark! Spam Mark! Let's go. Spam Mark in the chat. We follow up the S's with spam and Mark. Spam Mark in the chat. Let's go. Mark Sanchez, shot for the body. I'll shotgun this beer. I'll admit, Smitty's better at shotgunning than me, but I will give my best valiant effort here. This is a way to start the show. Set the tone early before we even get the first segment. We're shotgunning beers on a Fan Friday edition of Seahawks Today. Let's have at it. Let's go. Let's go, folks. Mark Sanchez, spam Mark in the chat. What did you say? No, we keep keep Mark's super chat up here. Here we go. Let's get this going. Here we go. I'm glad I brought in more beer. We got more beer coming. It's good for the culture here.
Yes, for the culture. You got to build it up.
For the culture at Chat Sports, we love to drink beer.
Hell
so
yes.
Here we go.
Michael's a legend.
We'll shotgun this beer. Here we go.
Appreciate you, Michael, as well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got this. Slam that shit, brother. Total domination.
Woo!
Cleared that shit.
Woo!
Let me know if you need another one.
Oh, we're going to need more beer today.
Okay.
We're going to need some more beer. I can tell you that much.
Beer run for Texas in a little bit.
Shout out Allie Barefoot. That was quite the burp right there.
That would impress her.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And then we got one from
Mark,
Michael.
my guy. Coming in. Let's go.
What legend.
Let's go. All right. We got to pay off a dad joke now.
Oh, yeah.
For Michael. As Michael sends in a $10 super chat.
Lay it on me.
You ready for this one, Tex?
Oh, I'm ready.
I got some bathroom humor for you.
Okay.
We all love some bathroom humor.
Is it a dad joke bathroom humor?
It is.
Okay, good.
It is.
All right, let me hear.
All right, here we go.
I'm all ears.
What do you call a person who never farts in public?
Constipated?
No, this is actually pretty good. A private tutor.
Oh, private tutor. That's good.
Isn't that good? How about that one, folks?
That's good.
Grade the dad joke. That's pretty good, I felt.
That's pretty good.
What do you call a person never farts in public? A private tutor. I thought that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. What do you guys think? Grade the dad joke. A, B, C, D, or F. Let us know. If you want to send in a super chat and be like Michael or be like Mark Sanchez, $sign next to the chat box you want to contribute to today's show, and send in a super. First-time super chat, Seahawks chant. $5 super chat, we're taking shots. $10 super chat, we'll tell a dad joke. $20 super chat, we'll get bean boozled. We'll make Tex take down the spicy jelly bean. $50 super chat, we'll do a beer shotgun like you saw here. We get to 200 today. The boot can happen. We're already off to a good start. $62 already. So we're already over a quarter of a way there to get to a boot. Could we do the first ever Friday boot on Seahawks Today? Can we make that happen before the end of the day? We shall see. All right. Let's get to OTA winners and losers next. Then we'll break down the Seahawks depth chart, and then we got the Madden Sim. Seahawks Lions week number 4. We'll break that all down coming up. A loaded show, a great Friday to you. Fan Friday on Seahawks Today. Jonesy and the Jonesers here with you. Glad to have you guys here, my people. It is a great day to be alive, my friends. Can't think of a better way to be here than be with y'all. Let's get started. Segment 1, OTAs, winners and losers, starts right now. Glad to have you with us here on Seattle Seahawks Today. Tyler Jones here with you as we are talking about the wrap-up of OTAs. With it in the rear-view mirror, we got some final thoughts on OTAs of what we've seen over the last 3 weeks. We'll go over whose stock and whose stock is down, who's up and down from OTAs. Our last list of winners and losers that we'll go over coming up in just a matter of moments. Before we do, try to reach our next milestone, 52.5 thousand subscribers here on Seahawks Today. Just over 100 away from reaching that next milestone. As OTAs concludes, we're on the mandatory minicamp, and then training camp will be here soon. We got it all covered here on Seahawks Today. Never miss a moment. Lock us in. Subscribe now for free. Join the family. I promise you, if you subscribe to Seahawks Today, that your life will become instantly better. I can promise you that much. So with that alone, that should give you reason enough to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe now. We'll get started with today's show. Let's begin with Geno Smith. He's first on our winners list, and so far, we've seen nothing but good from Geno Smith in OTAs. He has impressed everyone from Ryan Grubb to the Seahawks coaching staff to the players around him. Geno has been putting in the work, and you have a new system in place, right? And so far what we've seen, this is Geno's time. He's capitalizing on this moment of this new offense coming in and playing to his strengths. He talked about at the beginning of OTAs how as a drop-back passer, this offense suits him. And we heard Ryan Grubb say a couple days ago that the quarterback room, led by Geno Smith, these guys are freaking awesome, that they have freaking awesome quarterbacks in Seattle. Jim Rome, the host of the Jim Rome Show, you can see it on X and also nationally syndicated. He had Geno Smith on his show this week, and Geno talked about how well OTAs have gone for him at this point, and this is what he had to say. In the past 2 weeks, I've seen plays I've never seen before, and that's something to say for a 12-year veteran. Coach Grubb, he's come right in, laid it out for us. He set the tone. He's got high expectations. And the guy, he's got some plays, man. I can't wait to get out there and show the world schematically. It's going to be great. It's really going to be good, and I think it's going to help all the players. I love that enthusiasm from Geno Smith. He's a big winner in OTAs. Who's a winner for you in Seahawks OTAs? Is it Geno Smith? Is it somebody else? Weigh in the comments section. Give me a winner that stood out to you from Seahawks OTAs to this point. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the place to go for daily fantasy made easy. Here's how it works. Choose 2 or more players on any given category. Get the choice of more or less, whether you are talking fantasy points, maybe it's rebounds in basketball, goals in hockey, maybe we're talking birdies in golf. You can mix and match different leagues, and it's easy to play at Prize Picks. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use the promo code CLNS for a $100 deposit match on your first entry. I'm already looking ahead to the start of the season as we got DK Metcalf to have more than 1,025.5 receiving yards. Also got Lamar Jackson to have more than 3,600.5 passing yards. If both these hit and we put $20 down, it's going to turn into $60 on Prize Picks. Go to PrizePicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS for that $100 deposit match on your first entry. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. Check out Prize Picks today. Next on the losers list is linebacker Jerome Baker. Jerome Baker not practicing at OTAs, not expected to participate in minicamp either with this injury that is holding him back. And if you recall, he also missed several games at the end of this season with the Miami Dolphins as well with a different injury. The injuries are one thing. It sounds like he's expected to recover and be okay in time for training camp. Although that's a concern, because you think about it, he did fail his physical with the Dolphins before he was ultimately released with Miami, but now the learning curve. This is supposed to be one of the starting linebackers for the Seahawks. Baker is supposed to play a significant role in this Seahawks defense, and now he's going to be behind. We've already seen a significant portion of the Seahawks defense installed, and he's not out there. Mike Macdonald had this to say on Jerome Baker. He's working through some things right now. We probably won't see him until training camp. He's going to be fine, but right now, we won't see him in OTAs. I wouldn't call it a concern, but anytime someone isn't getting all the reps, you've got to figure out different ways to get them the reps. So it's mental stuff, it's walkthroughs. We're trying to be creative in the building to make sure he gets all the things he needs to see. He'll be up to speed. He'll be ready to roll. So Mike Macdonald seems to be feeling okay, that Jerome Baker's going to be fine, but I'll believe it when I see it. Back to the winners list, the other quarterback in the building. That is Sam Howell. What in the Sam Howell are we talking about today? Well, the talk around Sam Howell is confidence. That's what we've heard from John Schneider, from Mike Macdonald, from Ryan Grubb, that they have confidence in Sam Howell. That's why they traded for him, and so far he's looked the part in OTAs. As he split reps with Geno Smith, Sam Howell has impressed this Seahawks coaching staff, and now you find yourselves in position where you have some potential decisions to make down the road, right? We don't know what Geno Smith's future is beyond this year, but this coaching staff seems to believe that Sam Howell could potentially be the long-term answer the Seahawks are looking for, and it's catching the attention, the eyes around the National Football League. Adam Schefter was on Seattle Sports Radio this week, ESPN NFL insider, and had this to say about Sam Howell. Sam Howell is somebody that they've liked for an awful long time. And Sam Howell is a guy who, when you talk to people around the league, they believe in his abilities and talent, and I think the Seahawks did as well. And I remember his name coming up within that organization last season during the year as a guy they were intrigued with. And I think that they continue to be intrigued by the guy. So Sam Howell receiving praise. No secret the Seahawks are very happy with their backup QB. Back to the losers list we go. That's where we find Abraham Lucas. And Abraham Lucas not participating in OTAs, still recovering from the knee injury that he suffered last year. That was an ongoing issue. Pete Carroll described it as a chronic issue for Abraham Lucas. And the hope is that he's back in time for training camp. But there's a great unknown. And is this going to be a lingering issue for Abraham Lucas? I got to tell you, folks, it's time to panic. I don't know if Abraham Lucas is ever going to be that same player ever again. If this is going to be a problem that continues for Abraham Lucas for quite some time. Now, they do have George Fant, who they signed in free agency, who's more than capable of starting all 17 games if he needs to at the right tackle spot, but that certainly hurts your depth, and it hurts the investment you've made in Abraham Lucas, who, along with Charles Cross, that's supposed to be your starting bookend tackles for years to come. Here's more from Corbin Smith of SI All Seahawks. Starter Abraham Lucas, who underwent off-season knee surgery, isn't expected to return until training camp at the earliest. And veteran George Fant has taken all of the first-team reps in OTAs due to his absence. Who is a loser from Seahawks OTAs? We've mentioned a couple so far. Got another to get to before we wrap up today's show. Who stunk it up or wasn't even involved like Abraham Lucas? Chime in the comments section. Give me a name that comes to mind. Let's shift gears now back to the winners list and mention Jarran Reed. Now, when Jarran Reed is not going after me on X, he's actually performing pretty well at OTAs. And I know that there's some question marks about, okay, what is Jarran Reed going to do on this Seattle Seahawks defense with the addition of Byron Murphy and how this defense is going to switch up with this 4-3, 3-4 hybrid scheme that Mike Macdonald's bringing in, and the question marks about Jarran Reed with his struggles when it comes to run defense. I'll say this, Jarran Reed, one way or the other, is still going to have an important role with this Seahawks team. Whether he's a starter or not, that remains to be seen, but him along with Jonathan Hankins will both be in the rotation. They'll both see significant playing time, and from what we've heard from Mike Macdonald, from AD, and the other coaches around, they are very confident in Jarran Reed, and they feel like that he's going to stick around. And we've talked about in the past that Jarran Reed if he did not adapt accordingly, that his name could come up as a potential cut candidate to save money for this Seahawks team. But all signs point to that Jarran Reed looks the part, that he's done enough to stick around and still play a significant role for this Seahawks team going forward. Here's what Jarran Reed had to say on the Seahawks defense. I think that they will use a lot of my talents a little bit more, moving me around a little bit more. Then we've got multiple guys that can do that. That's the biggest change, not just having us being stationary. I think moving us around a little bit, creating some mismatches for everybody along the line. And with Jarran Reed, too, think about this. He can play defensive tackle. He can play defensive end. And so when you hear him talk about moving around and doing different things, you have to appreciate the flexibility that he's going to bring to that Seahawks defense in whatever role is asked of him. Another loser on the list is Anthony Bradford. Anthony Bradford at the offensive guard spot, second-year player out of LSU, had his struggles in 2023 as a rookie. The Seahawks draft Christian Haynes, and Christian Haynes got plenty of playing time at OTAs, and right now with Bradford out and Haynes being the new kid on the block, if you will, he's winning the job at the moment. Well, we see Anthony Bradford not out there. Haynes is capitalizing on this opportunity, and he's the odds-on favorite to get the starting position with Bradford coming off the bench at this point. More from Corbin Smith of SI's All Seahawks. As for the guard spot, incumbent starter Anthony Bradford has been sidelined by an ankle sprain, and rookie Christian Haynes has been behind McClendon Curtis thus far, leaving the starting job wide open. It's wide open, sure, but the edge right now belongs to Christian Haynes at the moment. Back to the winners list we go. That's where we find Riq Woolen. Riq Woolen coming off a sophomore slump in 2023 where, in particular, he struggled with tackling. And we've talked a lot on this program about Riq Woolen needing to put some work in, that he's got a job to do to get back to what he was as a rookie and build upon that, right? And what we've seen from Riq Woolen is not only an impressive showing in OTAs, but him playing with a chip on his shoulder, playing with something to prove over the last couple of weeks. And so far, it's looked pretty good from Riq Woolen that he's had a wake-up call, if you will, throughout this OTAs period. Michael Bumpus of Seattle Sports, former Seahawk, had this to say: I hear a guy who sounds more mature, too. Going into your third year in the league will do something to you. So I've heard a young man who's been through a lot. He's been at the top. He's had some failures, but he's excited to kind of rewrite his story of who he is. Kind of sounds like Cody Rhodes there, right? And I believe him. But there's some competition, and I think he realizes that too. They didn't just draft two DBs to just sit on the bench and observe what's going on. What's your confidence level in Riq Woolen this year? Scale it for me in the comment section, 1 through 10. How you feeling about the young Seahawks corner? Is this going to be a bounce-back year for him? Scale it for me in the comment section, 1 through 10. I feel good. I think Rick's going to turn things around and have a big year this year. I'm going with about an 8 or 9. Give me your number in the comment section. Last on the list, we go to Jaxon Smith-Njigba. JSN, he has been the talk of the town throughout OTAs over the last couple of weeks. And as we've mentioned previously, going into year 2 for JSN, with the uncertainty about the long-term future for Tyler Lockett, and while DK Metcalf is still waiting on a contract extension, this is a time for JSN to capitalize and to thrive, taking the mantle, if you will, for this Seahawks receiving core and pushing himself forward. And think about this. With what the Seahawks want to do with this passing attack, the Seahawks want to spread you out, right? They want to go vertical. They want to go horizontal. They want to find guys open in space. And that should be where JSN excels. And what we've seen in OTAs, according to Brady Henderson of ESPN, he said this in an interview with Seattle Sports, that JSN is turning into Geno's guy. I think Jaxon Smith-Njigba is legitimate breakout candidate this year. The one practice we saw last week, the second of 3 OTAs, he was downright dominant. By my count, 8 touchdown catches. He just looks like he's becoming Geno Smith's guy. So how about that? That is the complete report, the final wrap-up from OTAs with your full list of winners and losers. For more off-season coverage as we shift gears to mandatory minicamp, subscribe now to Seahawks Today. Lock us in, never miss a moment. We'll see you next time here on the channel. All right, 1 down, 2 to go. We'll get to PFF's depth chart breakdown in just a moment. And then we will do our Madden Sim for Seahawks versus Lions week number 4. Who's a winner from Seahawks OTAs? Chime in the comment section. Give me a name that comes to mind as a winner from OTAs so far to this point. Weigh in. Tell us what you think. Awesome says Geno Smith. Let's see. I see someone else saying Geno Smith needs to be moved. I hear someone else saying this is exciting to hear. It's all very exciting. Good OTA session for the Seahawks, it sounds like, for the most part. Super Chat menu. We're at $62 right now. If we get to 200, then we will make a boot happen here on today's show. We get to 200 collectively, so we're just over $140 away from reaching that. First-time Super Chatters, you get the Seahawks chant. $5 Super Chat will take down some shots. $10 Super Chat will tell you a dad joke. $20 Super Chat, we will get Spicy Bean Boozled. Here's how that works. You send in a 20. I will spin the wheel, which includes Sriracha, Cayenne, Habanero, Carolina Reaper, and Jalapeno. And whatever this lands on, then Big Tex ends up having to take down. And it might be torture. It might be punishment. But Big Tex is a big guy. Like, he'll be fine. He'll be okay. So send in a Super Chat, and we will pay off accordingly, and we'll see if we get to a boot before the end of the day. So there you have it, folks. Next up, let's get to the depth chart breakdown from Pro Football Focus. We will go over every starter that PFF is projecting, as well as their takeaways, and we'll react to it coming up in just a moment. So stay tuned for that. Real quick, are you playing the intro, or are we going to hard pause? Okay, let's do that. Whatever's easier for you. Okay, cool. All right, let me adjust my in. Good for the culture. And we'll get started here with our depth chart breakdown from PFF. That's next. And then we'll get to the Madden Sim to follow after that. Seahawks and Lions coming up. On Wednesday, after that abysmal performance against the Dolphins, I guaranteed a win today. I guaranteed a win against the Lions today. We'll see if the Seahawks can come through and pay off my guarantee. Is this a check I cannot cash? We'll find out later on. All right. Without further ado, segment number 2 starts right now. Seahawks Today coming up in just a moment. We want to make sure that we get this show out to as many people as possible. We need your help. Can you share today's show? Here's what I need you to do. Click the share button, select the Facebook icon, and then click Post to Facebook. From there, sound off in the description and let your voice be heard on what you think about your Seattle Seahawks, and let people know why they should watch our show. Tag us, Seattle Seahawks from Chat Sports, and that way we know that you've shared our show, and we can show you some love on a future edition of Seattle Seahawks Today. Share the show. We certainly would appreciate it. Help us scratch our back. We'll scratch your back, and we'll get started here on today's show. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us here on Seahawks Today as we are breaking down the Seattle Seahawks depth chart for the 2024 season. As projected by Pro Football Focus, we will show you what PFF is projecting for the Seahawks starters on offense and defense, as well as their takeaways, their thoughts on the Seahawks, react to it. PFF is ranking the Seahawks as the 17th best team in the NFL heading into 2024. And with that, let's start with their takeaways. The biggest strength, according to PFF, is the corner room. And when you look at this corner room, you're led by Devin Witherspoon, who had a fantastic rookie season. You got to think he'll build upon that. Riq Woolen is back after a down year in 2023, but he's looked good in OTAs. Got to think he'll turn things around. And then you got some other guys involved. Mike Jackson, a very solid veteran. Trey Brown, a more than capable veteran. and you brought in a couple rookies, a part of the equation as well. The Seahawks have depth. They have more than enough guys capable of getting the job done. Corner is going to be a great spot for this Seahawks team. Biggest weakness for the Seahawks, according to PFF, is pass protection. Look, we always know you got to have protection, right? And when you look at this Seahawks offensive line, Abraham Lucas coming off knee surgery, there's skepticism about if he will ever be the same. We know about the interior of the offensive line. Is Laken Tomlinson going to be good enough? Is it going to be Christian Haynes or Anthony Bradford? A couple of young guys there. You got Olu starting at center, and we'll see what he does. Charles Cross, as much as I like Charles Cross, he's had some injury issues too. The pass protection being the biggest weakness is very fair. The X factor of this team, according to PFF, is Abraham Lucas, and rightfully so. Is Abraham Lucas going to be healthy and be the thing that takes this offensive line to the next level, or is this going to be an ongoing problem all season long? The rookie to watch, according to PFF, is Christian Haynes. Look, I think we all feel pretty good about Byron Murphy, that Byron Murphy is going to be a great player in the National Football League. But Christian Haynes, it remains to be seen. If he develops pretty quickly, that'll go a long ways for this offensive line. If he takes a while to adjust, then that could mean holding back the rest of the offensive line if he can't put it all together. We'll see, but I'm very optimistic about Haynes. The over-under win total for the Seahawks is 7.5. PFF is taking the under on the win total for the Seahawks for the 2024 season. I think when I look at all the takeaways of what PFF said about the Seahawks, for the most part, pretty fair, except for the fact they're selling the Seahawks short on the win total. I think this team is going to easily reach more than 7.5 wins. I think it's unfair to say that this team is only capable of 7 wins or less this year. I think this team could surprise some people and do a lot better than that. So without further ado, here's PFF's depth chart for the Seahawks. Geno Smith, your starting quarterback, coming off a season with a very impressive 82.9 passing grade, where he'll look to build upon that in an offense that should suit him more under Ryan Grubb, this air raid scheme, comparably speaking to what he played in previously. Kenneth Walker III, key thing for him is staying healthy. 2 straight years now where he's dealt with injuries, but when he was out there, he was pretty solid with an 83.5 grade according to PFF last season. Next to him is Zach Charbonnet. Zach Charbonnet, the second-year running back out of UCLA, comes in with a PFF grade of 69.7 from a year ago. Outstanding efficiency, according to PFF numbers from both Smith and Walker with their grades from last year. Now it's time to build off of that. Now it's time to take that next step forward. Kenneth Walker to become that Pro Bowl quarterback. Geno Smith to go from good to great. That's what I want to see from both these guys as they enter 2024. How would you grade the Seahawks depth chart? 12s? It's your time to go back to school. Weigh in the comments section. Give me your grade for what you think of this depth chart for Seattle heading into 2024. DK Metcalf, your top receiver, coming in with a strong grade from last year, an 80.0. Well, Tyler Lockett with a pretty solid grade himself, a 78.1 last season. All the talk over OTAs has been about Jaxon Smith-Njigba. JSN looking to improve off of a rookie campaign that saw him with a 63.3 grade. And then at the tight end spot, Noah Fant. This is the most important season of his entire career, as he is the guy now. He's not sharing it with Will Dissly. They've paid him a good chunk of change. They want him to be a top 10 tight end in this league, and that's the expectation. A grade like 62.9 like he did a year ago is not going to be good enough for this Seahawks offense. He's got to do better than what he did last year. The offensive line, Charles Cross, your starting left tackle, 67.6 grade. So far, hasn't lived up to the hype of a top 10 pick. Seahawks are hoping this is a breakout year for him. Laken Tomlinson, we've seen him play at a Pro Bowl level as recently as 2021. He's coming off a down year with the New York Jets last year, where his grade was a 55.0. Oluwatimi at the center spot. He comes in with a 53.1 grade, but the Seahawks coaching staff seems very optimistic that Olu is going to take a huge step in the right direction and potentially be even better than Evan Brown, who he's replacing at that spot from a season ago. Christian Haynes' PFF grade last year in college was an 80.2 there at UConn, and the expectation is that he's very pro-ready, that he can be a starter day one for this Seahawks team and ultimately win that competition, beating out Anthony Bradford for that starting right guard spot. Abraham Lucas, hopefully he stays healthy, but then when he's out there, can he get the work done, be more consistent? 53.1 was his grade from last year. I agree with the projections of the offensive line. I do think this is your starting five. If they stay healthy, I expect Charles Cross and Abraham Lucas to have their best seasons that they've had yet in their career. But that is a big if they stay healthy. It's going to be critical. That's going to be crucial, important. We shall see. What's your confidence level with the Seahawks offensive line right now? Scale it for me 1 through 10. How you feeling about this group? Be honest, 1 through 10. How you feeling? Give it a score in the comments section below. Father's Day is around the corner, and take care of your dad, the number one dad in your life, by getting a Seahawks number one dad shirt on sale now while supplies last. Still time to get this shirt before Father's Day gets here. Go ahead and see for yourself. Chatsports.com/SeahawksDad. Might stumble upon some free shipping as well. Go see for yourself. Chatsports.com/SeahawksDad. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. To the defense we go. That's where we find Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams was the best player on the Seahawks defense in the second half of 2023 last year. He's got a new contract. He had a solid grade last year of a 76.9. Byron Murphy, the first-round pick out of the University of Texas, was outstanding at UT. He was the second highest-graded defensive lineman in all of college football last year with a 91.1 grade. He's expected to step into a starting role from the get-go. Uchenna Nwosu back from injury, and we didn't see a ton of him last year as he dealt with that season-ending injury, and his grade last year was a 68.5. One noticeable thing you may have seen from that starting defensive line projection, no Jarran Reed. I expect Byron Murphy to come in right away and make an impact and to be a well-deserved starter, but don't sleep on Jarran Reed's potential role in this defense as well. Remember, he's not just an interior defensive lineman. He's got experience playing as a defensive end as well. I expect Mike Macdonald and AD in this defense to get creative with whatever role they carve out for Jarran Reed. Darrell Taylor projected to be a starting edge, according to PFF, coming off a year with a 50.9 grade last season. We know Darrell Taylor can get after the quarterback, but everything else he struggles with. Kind of a one-trick pony, if you will. Boye Mafe set the single-season record for sacks in a row with 7 straight games. He finished with 9 sacks total last year in his second year. He had a 73.9 grade last year. Terrell Dodson will be your green dot linebacker, replacing Bobby Wagner. And the big difference between him and Bobby Wagner and Jordan Brooks is how well he does in coverage. He was the highest graded linebacker in the entire NFL last year with a 90.2 there in Buffalo. His running mate expected to be Jerome Baker. Baker had a 66.6 grade last season there with the Miami Dolphins, and Baker coming off of injury. He's not expected to be a full go till training camp. I don't like the idea of Darrell Taylor playing a more significant role than Derek Hall, the second-year player out of Auburn. I think that Hall is going to see more playing time than Darrell Taylor will, but that doesn't mean that Darrell Taylor won't be involved. I just think that Derek Hall is a more complete player, a better fit for what the Seahawks are looking to do. If you had to pick an edge, which one do you like better, Darrell Taylor or Derek Hall? Type Taylor for Darrell Taylor. Type Hall for Derek Hall. Weigh in the comments section. Let us know what you think. We are bringing you daily Seahawks coverage here on the channel as we have our news and rumors. We have weekly live shows, not just once, but twice a week here on Seahawks Today. We're simming the entire season on Madden as well, so make sure to join us for all our content, our Q&A mailbags. This is your Seahawks offseason headquarters. As OTAs wraps up, we turn our attention to mandatory minicamp, and training camp will be here before you know it. Subscribe now for free. Lock us in, youtube.com/SeahawksTV. Let's wrap up with the secondary. Riq Woolen coming off a down year. His sophomore season where he had a grade of 67.1. He's playing with a chip on his shoulder. I expect a bounce-back year from Riq Woolen. Devin Witherspoon, the rookie, was a Pro Bowler in 2023. He was fantastic with an 84.1 grade, and he's supposed to be kind of a freelancer, a floater, if you will, at the nickelback spot for Seattle this year. Mike Jackson gets the nod over Trey Brown for the starting outside corner role with a 77 grade, although I do think Trey Brown will still be involved quite a bit as well. Your safeties include Rayshawn Jenkins, who the Seahawks brought over from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Didn't have a great PFF grade of a 60.9 last year, but he was very good when it came to creating turnovers. Julian Love was a Pro Bowler last year. He slides in with a 72.8 grade off a Pro Bowl appearance. I think that Julian Love can take another step forward this year and earn himself a nice contract extension. This position group has come a long way since the beginning of the offseason, and I think it's going to be a strength of this team. I know some people are saying that the safety spot is good but not great. I think that Julian Love and Rayshawn Jenkins are going to surprise some folks. Thanks for watching today's show. Share the video. We certainly would appreciate it, and we shall see you next time here on Seahawks Today. All right. 2 down. Up next is our Madden Sim. Seahawks, Lions, week number 4. How would you grade the Seahawks depth chart? A, B, C, D, or F? Big Tex rejoins me right now. Big Tex, we've gone through the whole depth chart.
Yes,
what
sir.
PFF is projecting there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with a solid B+.
Yeah, I was going to go B. I think that's a pretty fair grade.
What players do you like? I know you love yourself some Byron Murphy and Michael Dixon, your Texas guys.
No
but
doubt.
If you had to name somebody that didn't attend UT that you like on this Seahawks team, who do you like, Big Tex?
I like Devin Witherspoon a lot. I think he's really talented, and I think he's going to help, shore up this. Like you said, he's going to be a floater, so he's going to shore up those deep crossing routes for the secondary. I think he's going to have a great year. I think he might have a better year than he did his rookie year.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
No
to think he arrived late at training camp last year, too. Remember, he had that holdout, so he's still learning, if you will, and it's a new defense. So, yes, you may. All right, here's the Super Chat menu. Madden Sim to come in just a moment. Here is what we're offering today. We're at $62 right now. If we get to 200, we will do Das Boot. So we're about 140 away from reaching that mark. First-time Super Chatters, you get the Seahawks chant. $5 Super Chat, we'll take down some shots. $10 Super Chat, we'll tell a dad joke. $20 Super Chat, we'll get Bean Boozled with the spicy jelly beans. And Big Tex, he's going to the bathroom right now, but we can make him go to the bathroom again, I'm sure, if you want to give him a Bean Boozled and put him through some misery here. As we got the Carolina Reaper, got the jalapeno flavor, sriracha, cayenne, and habanero are the options here for the Bean Boozled. $50 Super Chat will do a beer shotgun. We'll shotgun a beer as well. $sign next to the chat box if you want to contribute. Let's have ourselves a good day. It's Fan Friday here on Seahawks Today. This is the day for the 12s. This is your chance to let your voice be heard. I've seen some messages like talking about P.J. Walker and some others here. If you want us to talk about something specifically, or if you got a comment you want to share, the only way you can do so that we're guaranteed to see it. We can't see everybody's comment. The only way we can guarantee that we're going to be able to react to something is if you super chat. $sign next to the chat box if you want to contribute, support the work we're doing here, bring you coverage here on this Friday afternoon here on Seahawks Today. Up next, Seahawks and Lions, week number 4. Here is what has happened the last couple weeks on our Madden Sims, in case you need a little catch-up here. Week 1, Seahawks took on the Broncos. That was a heartbreaker. We were up 17-9 in the fourth quarter. Bo Nix went off and led a comeback. Broncos ended up winning that game with a final of 20-17 in that one. That was disappointing. Then in week 2, the Seahawks took on the New England Patriots in New England, and we had a dominating performance. Started off right away. D. Eskridge had a kick return touchdown. The defense played great. Geno Smith was just on it. He was clicking. It was a nice win for the Seahawks there in week number 2. And then week number 3, the Seahawks in our Madden sim, they took on the Miami Dolphins, and that was just a disgusting debacle. The Dolphins scored 35 straight points, and the Seahawks' offensive line was just atrocious. The defense, they couldn't stop a nosebleed. Finally, the offense scored late in the fourth quarter to avoid the shutout, and we lost that game 35-7. I have already declared that this game here is against Detroit, Monday Night Football. Joe Buck and the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman on the call, that this is a must-win game. And I believe the Seahawks are going to bounce back this week, that we're going to get a win from Seattle here in this matchup today. So we'll bring that to you next, and let's get after it. Seahawks Lions, week number 4 on Madden, Monday Night Football, must-win game. I have not seen this. Big Tex has seen it. He knows the outcome. But I got to tell you, I'm excited. I'm hyped for this. Let's get after it. Seahawks, Lions, Madden Sim week number 4 starts right now. It is week number 4 in the National Football League of our Madden Sim season. We are simulating every single Seahawks game for the 2024 campaign. And now we shift our attention to the Seahawks matchup against the Detroit Lions. Seattle comes in off of a beatdown against the Miami Dolphins a week ago, and now looking to get back on track. A primetime game on Monday Night Football. We got Joe Buck and the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman watching. I think Peyton and Eli are paying attention as well. We got to show up in prime time. The Seahawks badly need this win today. I know Detroit's a good football team. The Seahawks have had their way with Detroit the last couple of years. This is a must-win game for the Seahawks. And I'm calling it right now. The Seahawks are going to find a way to get things done today. Detroit coming in off a good start to the season so far. 3-0 record. The Seahawks at 1-2. The Seahawks find themselves as an underdog today, a 6-point dog to be exact, with the over-under at 49, expected to be a high-scoring affair. And when we've seen these two teams play the last couple of years, we've seen a lot of offense, a lot of points. Detroit, not a great team defensively, despite getting to the NFC Championship game a season ago. Their defense held them back. Can the Seahawks keep up with the Lions and win this one? We'll find out here in a few moments. If you want the Seahawks to win, like the video. Don't jinx it. Do your part to get that Seahawks victory in this Madden Sim today. Every like counts. Every like matters in this one. Do your part to get that Seahawks victory. Don't jinx it. I've been told that if we reach at least 200 likes today, that guarantees the Seahawks win. So why would you even bother messing with jinxing that? Just do your part, like the video, and we'll get started here in just a few moments. Key to victory for this one for the Seattle Seahawks today, I think, is going to be creating turnovers. If the Seahawks can keep Jared Goff in duress, if you will, if they can get an extra possession or two, that can be the difference. That's how they can win this football game today, is if they create enough turnovers. They do that, I think they'll be in good shape to get a win today against Detroit here in week number 4 of our Madden Sim. Seahawks and Lions coming up in just a matter of moments. What do you think the final score is going to be for this Seahawks-Lions game? Who do you got? You going with Seattle or you going with Detroit? Let us know who you got winning, what your final score prediction is. Get it in the chat right now before we get started here with our Madden Sim. We are doing these sims throughout the entire offseason here on Seahawks Today. Up next, we'll take on the New York Giants, followed by the Niners, Falcons, Bills, Rams, and Niners to wrap up the month of June. Then in the month of July, we'll take on the Cardinals, Jets, Cardinals, and Packers and Vikings and wrap up the regular season with the Bears and Rams before the preseason begins. So, without further ado, let's get this thing started. Seahawks, Lions, Monday Night Football on Madden, Ford Field. Here we go. There's the scene in Detroit, Michigan. Ford Field, Monday Night Football. Seahawks, Lions, Geno Smith, Jared Goff. DK's fired up. Let's have ourselves a day. We badly need this victory, folks. Here's the Seahawks coming out of the locker room. You can see it in their eyes today. I'm already sensing that this Seahawks team is coming in motivated. I mean, you can tell that adversity hit them, and that they've had a tough week of practice, and they're ready to go punch the Detroit Lions in the mouth. Or I guess when you're taking out a Dan Campbell team, it's going after their kneecaps. But you get the idea. Looks like the Seahawks will get the football first. D. Eskridge out for the return. Already has a kick return touchdown on the season. He did that against Miami. Let's see if he can do that again to open up things here from Detroit. Monday Night Football, Seahawks, Lions from Ford Field in Detroit. Week number 4 in the National Football League. The fans are ready. The players are ready. The coaches are ready. We hope you are too, as we are just about underway from Detroit. Who do you got, Seahawks or Lions? And there's the kickoff. And nowhere to go that time. Gets to about the 20. The graphic's not right. No, the weigh-in's not right. Get that off screen. Go full screen. All right. Here we go. Geno Smith getting the start after a disappointing performance last week. Let's see what the Seahawks have in store for this one. Spam C. Spam C in the chat for the Seahawks, as we are ready to go. Ball to 21-yard line. 1st and 10 for Seattle. And there's a run, a good carry by Kenneth Walker. Gets about 6, maybe 7 yards on 1st down from the opening play from scrimmage. So 2nd and 4 coming up for Seattle here. Ball at the 26, or about the 27-yard line. I formation. Smith steps back, pass. That's complete. Tyler Lockett with the grab. No, actually DK Metcalf rather with the grab. And that's a 1st down. Type those ones. Type those ones. Good start for the Seahawks with the 1st down from the pass from Geno to DK. 1st and 10, play action. Geno pass, complete. Another 1st down for the Seahawks. Keep typing those ones. Tyler Lockett with the grab, and the Seahawks are across midfield. Geno dropping dimes on his first 2 passes from scrimmage. Dan Campbell looks on, a bit nervous after a good start from the Seahawks on offense. Smith steps back, got all day. Pass, another completion. And that's Noah Fant with an 8-yard gain. And Geno starts out 3 for 3 to begin this one. 2nd and 2, the entire playbook's open here. Take another shot downfield. They're struggling stopping the passing game. Take advantage of it right now here, guys. Seahawks also in field goal range for Jason Myers already. Geno, we're going to the air. Yes! 1st down again! 4 in a row for Geno to begin this game as he finds JSN. 4 straight completions to 4 different receivers, and the Seahawks are driving here on their first possession. Type those ones. Type those ones. 1st and 10, shotgun formation. Pass, that's complete. Another 5 in a row for Geno as he's starting out hot, and we got 2nd and 2. I like this version of Geno Smith so far. This is what we needed. Got to go get points. Can't leave this drive empty-handed. Go get 7. 2nd and 2. Geno Another pass. Complete again. Into the end zone. Dives. He got it. Touchdown. Seahawks. Noah Fant and the Seahawks strike first. Show me them TDs. Let's go. Seahawks score. Yeah. What a start. An opening drive. Touchdown. And the Seahawks take it to the house for 6. Geno to Noah Fant. Let's go. Let's go, Hawks. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. Extra point attempt. Up and good. Up and good. And the Seahawks strike first. What a start. Geno Smith with 6 straight completions on the opening drive. And Seattle jumps out to a 7-0 lead on the road in a hostile environment in Detroit. That's how it's done. How do you like them apples? Here's the kickoff. Fielded out of the end zone, taken to past the 25. That's where the Lions will start on offense for their first possession. The Lions coming in with a 3-0 record. Let's see what they have in store for their first possession. The Seahawks defense has not played well this season, and now they face their toughest test yet going up against Detroit. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Ball at the 25-yard line. Single back formation. And there's a run. He's stuffed. How about that? A good stop there from Jerome Baker. And that'll be a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12 coming up. Want the win? Want the Seahawks to pull this off? Like the video. 2nd and 12. This time going to be another run and another good stop by the Seahawks defense. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. Type those threes. Type those threes. Here we go. Let's hold them to a 3-and-out right now. 3rd and 11. Goff steps back under pressure. Pass. Incomplete. Boye Mafe delivering the coverage on Gibbs. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Not 4th quarter time. Get that off screen. 4th and 11. Type those 4s. Type those 4s. There's the punt. Fielded at the 30 and a short return. And the Seahawks will take over. A perfect start to this game. As the Seahawks opened with an opening drive touchdown and then held the Lions to a 3-and-out. Now let's see what Seattle has in store for drive number 2. 1st and 10 coming up. What's going to happen this drive? Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt? First and 10. Walker on the run. Positive pickup there. Gets about 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up. As the Seahawks have the ball here on their second possession. Empty set, 5 wide. Geno pass to the middle of the field, too high, incomplete. Pass intended for Noah Fant that time, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. Like the video, convert on 3rd down. Need to convert right now. Keep the drive alive. 3rd and 6. Ball at the 38-yard line. Geno steps back, pass, complete! First down and more! Still going! Still going! Down to the 25-yard line, across midfield. Type those ones! Type those ones! A huge gain for the Seahawks offense. How about that? Wide open on the right side. And the Seahawks keep the drive alive, 1st and 10, with over a minute to go in the first quarter. Ball at the 26-yard line. Geno under center. Play action. Pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. Chopping, Seahawks chopping. No one stopping DK. Touchdowns all day. He rules. Spam TD. Spam TD. What a start. What a start. Spam TD. Spam TD. Show us those TDs in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Extra point attempt for Jason Myers. On its way up, and it is good. 14-0. Under a minute left in the first quarter. A perfect start for the Seattle Seahawks. Spam TD. Spam TD. What a response after the beatdown this team took against Miami in Week 3. Here's the kickoff. And fielded at the goal line. To about the 23. That's where the Lions will take over. Can the defense get another stop here? We need to keep the momentum going. Because we know the Lions got a high-powered offense. We need to keep the momentum going here, folks. Here we go. 1st and 10. Goff under center. And this one stuffed at the line. Great play from Rayshawn Jenkins. And nowhere to go that time. 2nd and 9 coming up for Detroit. Shotgun formation. Monday Night Football. The Seahawks came ready to play for this one. Goff, pass, complete. And that's going to be about a 7-yard pickup. Jerome Baker on the tackle. That'll bring up 3rd and 2. Type those threes. Type those threes. 3rd down. Need to get a stop. Hold them to a 3-and-out right now. 3rd and 2, and that will do it for quarter number 1. The Seahawks off to a tremendous start. Up 14-0 here in quarter number 1. We'll be back with quarter number 2 here in just a moment. Let's tell you about today's sponsor. We got Father's Day shirts on sale now. Chatsports.com/Seahawks Dad. Support the number 1 your dad in your life and make sure he's repping the Seahawks and prove that he's the number 1 dad. Get yours now, chatsports.com/Seahawks Dad. Free shipping potentially available as well. Link is in the comments and description of today's video. Subscribe now to Seahawks Today. We'll be live for every Seahawks Madden Sim throughout the rest of this offseason, every Wednesday and Friday. Daily news and rumors, weekly live shows, and more. Subscribe to the channel now. Never miss a moment. YouTube.com/Seahawks TV. Super Chat menu. Let's keep the momentum going. You guys know how it is. When we drink, we score. We drink, we win. We set the tone early. We did some drinking, and we got off to a great start. Up 14-0. I don't find that a coincidence. Let's keep it going. First-time Super Chatters, you get the Seahawks chant. $5 Super Chat, we'll take some shots. $10 Super Chat, we'll tell you a dad joke. $20 Super Chat, we will get Bean Boozled with the spicy jelly beans. And a $50 Super Chat, we'll do a beer shotgun. We're just over $140 away. Less than $140, actually, from Das Boot. Make it happen. $sign next to the chat box if you would like to contribute. Back to the action we go. Quarter number 2. 3rd down. Type those threes. Play action. Goff. Got all day. No pressure. Pass. Complete. 1st down, Detroit. If you don't get any pressure, he's going to do that every time. That just isn't going to work. Gibbs with the reception, and that's About the first positive play we've seen this entire game from Detroit at this point. 1st and 10 for the Lions here in quarter number 2. Ball to 41, I formation. And this is going to be a handoff. Gets a couple yards that time. 2nd down coming up. Type S for stop. Type S for stop. 2nd and 7. 5 minutes to go here in quarter 2. Ball to 44 for Detroit. Goff, pass. Complete. And he's short. St. Brown on the reception. That's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 1. Type those threes. Type those threes. Ball at midfield. Wouldn't be surprised if they go for it if they don't get it here. Let's see. Goff, empty set, pass. Incomplete! Incomplete! 4th down. Boye Mafe on the coverage. And the Seahawks defense delivers again. Type those 4s. Turn those 3s into 4s. 4th and 1. On for the punt. And that's an ugly kick. Got a friendly bounce, though. And the Seahawks will take over. A good start for DK Metcalf so far. 2 catches for 38 yards and a touchdown. As Seattle will have 1st and 10 with 4:31 to play in the 2nd quarter. Chance for Seattle to open with a 3-possession lead here in the 1st quarter. 1st and 10. Geno in the shotgun. Pass. Complete. That's a 1st down. DK Metcalf again. Type those 1s. Type those 1s. Good job by DK getting open in space. A new set of downs. The Seahawks offense is cooking today. This is the best they've looked all season to this point. Ball to 28. Geno steps back. Pass complete. JSN with the catch. Gets about 7 yards there. Positive pickup. I like what I'm seeing from the Seahawks offense. They are doing whatever they want right now. And Geno is just dropping dimes. Here's a run. Up the gut. 1st down. 1st down, Kenneth Walker. Type those 1s. A good gain that time. And the Seahawks keep the drive alive as we're down to under 3 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. Seattle up 14-0. Geno steps back. Got all day. Scrambles. Pass incomplete. Couldn't find an open receiver there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Second and 10. Ball at the 40. Shotgun formation. Geno under pressure. Can he get away? No, he's sacked. That's the big fella, Aiden Hutchinson, with a big blow there. And we'll have 3rd and forever coming up. 3rd down on offense means like the video to convert. As we'll have 3rd and 22. Backed up to the 28-yard line now. Geno steps back. Got all day. Pass. Caught! 1st down! DK! A huge play to keep the drive alive. Spam DK! Spam DK! What a job by the Seahawks offense. DK finds his way open on the right side of the field and keeps the drive alive. Spam DK. Wow. Unbelievable. 2-minute warning. Seahawks are across midfield, 1st and 10, with a chance to go up by 3 scores. Ball to 39. Smith steps back. Pass. Incomplete. Throws it away that time. Not bad. Second and 10 coming up. Ball at the 38. Geno steps back. Rolls to his right. Pass. That's complete. Another dime from Geno Smith. We've told you all offseason that this offense, this Ryan Grubb system, was going to play to the strengths of Geno Smith, and it certainly looks that way so far in this one. 3rd and 1. 3rd down on offense. Like the video to convert. Geno steps back. Pass. Complete. Another 1st down. Keep the chains moving inside the red zone. Noah Fant. Orange Fanta for everybody. Type those ones. Type those ones. Oh, this is looking good. Under a minute left till halftime. Seahawks dominating so far on Monday Night Football. Geno on the run to the end zone. Incomplete. There is a flag down. Let's see what the penalty is. Going against the defense. Pass interference. So that's going to be 1st and goal for Seattle at the 1-yard line. Got to capitalize. Still got all 3 timeouts. Punch it in. Play action. Pass. Incomplete. We should know better about passing it at the goal line, guys. Come on now. 2nd and goal. Ball at the 1. Seattle trying to go up by 3 scores. Walker up the gut. Touchdown! Seahawks! Kenneth Walker into the house for 6, and Seattle takes a 3-score lead. Spam TD! Spam TD! A dominating day! A dominating day! Wow! The Kittens can't hang with us. We are feasting on some lion today. Extra point attempt for Jason Myers. Up, and it is good. This has been a perfect first half. The offense looks great. The defense looks great. Where's this been all season from this team? I am very impressed. I guaranteed victory. And here we are. The Seahawks are delivering in this first half. 34 seconds to go till halftime. Kickoff into the end zone. They'll bring it out. And only gets to about the 22-yard line. 31 seconds on the clock for Jared Goff for the Lions. They'll try to get some points before the half. The Seahawks have played perfect to this point, scoring all 3 possessions, and the defense has delivered. 1st and 10 coming up for Detroit. Shotgun formation. They have all 3 timeouts. The Lions trying to get some points before the half. Goff pass complete. And he gets about 9 yards there. That's Sam Laporta on the catch. And a little extracurricular activity there between him and Boye Mafe. 2nd and 1. Spam S for stop. Spam S for stop. Protect the lead going into the half. Let's shut them out. Keep the shutout going. 27 seconds on the clock now. Goff pass. Complete. and gets to about the 39. Timeout Detroit. That's their second timeout. 22 seconds on the clock. 22 seconds. If you're having a great time today, I don't know why you wouldn't be. Subscribe now. Sub for Seahawks Dubs. We are your Seahawks headquarters here on the channel. Sub for Dubs. Sub it up. 1st and 10 for Detroit. Goff, play action. Under pressure. Incomplete. Oh, sack. He did not get the ball off. That's a sack. And the Lions are forced to take their final timeout. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful football we're seeing from Seattle today. This is the type of football that make Mama proud. 2nd and 16. Goff. Pass. Incomplete. 3rd and forever. The Seahawks trying to protect the shutout before the half. 3rd down. Type those threes. Type those threes. Ball at the 34. Goff, pass. Complete. And goes out of bounds. That will bring up 4th down. Turn those threes into 4s. Good job by Trey Brown on the coverage. And barring something catastrophic happening, the Seahawks are going to have a shutout here at half number 1. Here's the kick. Fielded at the 16. Brought down 2 seconds. One more play before we reach the halftime break. As Seattle leads this one 21-0. A beautiful first half. Seahawks scoring on their first 3 possessions. They'll likely just run out the clock here, let it go to half. They kneel it down. And there you have it. 21-0. The Seahawks dominating Detroit through 2 quarters. We'll be back with half number 2 right after this. Let's tell you about today's sponsor. Father's Day shirts are on sale now. Chatsports.com/SeahawksDad. Support the number 1 dad in your life and get them a Seahawks shirt at Chatsports.com/SeahawksDad. Might stumble upon some free shipping as well. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Subscribe now to Seahawks Today for daily news and rumors, weekly live shows every Wednesday and Friday. We're also bringing you breaking news anytime the Seahawks make any changes. We're going to break it down here on the channel. Subscribe now for free. Join the family. Never miss a moment. Super Chat menu. Here's what we got in store for today. When we drink, we score. We drink, we win. We've had a few good cold ones so far. First-time Super Chatters, you get the Seahawks chant. $5 Super Chat will take some shots. $10 Super Chat will tell a dad joke. $20 Super Chat will eat a spicy jelly bean. $50 Super Chat will do a beer shotgun. $sign next to the chat box if you want to contribute. Let's begin with half number 2. The Lions will get the football first as they try to overcome this 21-0 deficit. The best half of football we've seen from the Seahawks all year long. Geno Smith was terrific. The defense was awesome. Delivering the boom, applying the pressure. Really just spectacular to see. Now let's see if they can keep up momentum here in the 3rd quarter. Jason Myers set to kick off as the Lions get the football first, and we're underway in half number 2. Fielded at the 1. Brought out to about the 23-yard line. That's where the Lions will start with their first possession of the second half. Jared Goff really struggled in that first half. Now let's see if the defense can keep up the momentum. Spam S for stop. Spam S. Here we go. 1st and 10. Going to be a handoff, and that's an easy first down. Jahmyr Gibbs on the carry that time for Detroit. And the Lions, from their first play from scrimmage, get a positive pickup there. 1st and 10 again. Ball to 37, I formation, and this is going to be a handoff. Stuff behind the line. Uchenna Nwosu making it happen. 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12 coming up. Here we go. Going to be a run. And nowhere to go. Another good play from the Seahawks defense. It's Uchenna Nwosu again. 3rd down. Type those threes. Type those threes. 3rd and 12. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. Ball to 35. 3rd and 12. Shotgun formation. Goff steps back. Quick pass complete. And there's the defense delivering the boom. Jerome Baker with the tackle. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Turn those threes into 4s. Type those 4s. A great job by the Seahawks defense. That'll bring up 4th and 9, and Detroit will punt. And a fair catch at the 16-yard line. So we will see the Seahawks offense for the first time here in half number 2. Looking to try to put this game away as they lead by 3 scores with over 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. What's going to happen this drive? Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt? Get your predictions in. Can the Seahawks score again? There's a run. And not much breathing room that time. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and about 8. Ball to 20-yard line. Smith steps back, pass, complete. Finds DK that time. And we'll have 3rd and 3. I've been looking for Noah Fant here on 3rd down. Look for Noah Fant in the middle of the field on this 3rd and 3 play. Ball to 25. Seahawks need 3 yards for a first. 4 wide. Smith steps back, pass to the middle of the field, complete. Tyler Lockett on the reception, and that's a 1st down for Seattle. Type those 1s. What a job by Geno finding Tyler Lockett right in the middle of the field. We called it. We Tony Romo'd that thing. 1st and 10. Ball to 44. Smith steps back, pass. Got it again, DK. Spam DK. DK. He's on fire today. And the Seahawks are across midfield. Over 100 yards receiving for DK Metcalf. DK all day, he rules. Let's go. 1st and 10. Past the 30. Geno pass. Another completion. He can't miss. He can't miss. Noah Fant again. This is an outstanding display of American tackle football, folks. Inside the red zone. 1st and 10. Quick pass, complete. Not much breathing room that time. 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. As we have just over a minute remaining here in the 3rd. Seattle looking to extend the lead here in the third quarter. Single back formation, play action. Geno steps back, pass, finds his man open, complete. And another good gain. That's the rookie A.J. Barner with the reception. And we'll have 3rd and 1. Third down on offense means like the video. Like the video on 3rd down. This time going to be a run to Kenneth Walker. Looked a bit short. There is a flag down. Let's see what the penalty is. That's going to be holding on the offense. And they'll decline the penalty. They'll accept the penalty, rather. We'll replay 3rd down. 3rd and 10. Ball at the 18. Geno steps back. Pass. Complete! Touchdown, Seahawks! DK Metcalf. They respond from the penalty and give the Seahawks a second chance, and DK goes to the end zone for the second time today. Spam TD! Spam TD! The blowout is on! The Seahawks are here to play on Monday Night Football! Woo! Woo! Spam TD! Spam TD! This is unbelievable. This is what dreams are made of. This is for all the people in Seattle, in Portland, in Spokane, in Medford, in the Tri-Cities, in Vancouver. This one's for you. This one's for Boise, for Pendleton, for Tacoma. Wow. I am in awe of what we are seeing here on Monday Night Football. Here's the kickoff. Booming kick into the end zone. They'll bring it out. And great coverage there. Down to the 16. 1st and 10 for Detroit. Just a few seconds left in the third. And the Seahawks are looking at moving up to 2-2 potentially here. Spam S for stop. There's a run, nowhere to go. Good pressure that time. Jerome Baker on the tackle. He's had a good game today. And that will do it for quarter 3. Total domination, a perfect performance from Seattle today, 28-0. Hold up those 4s. The fourth quarter is next. Father's Day shirts are on sale now. Chatsports.com/SeahawksDad. Represent the number one dad in your life with a Seahawks shirt on sale now. Look for some free shipping as well. Still time to get this shirt before Father's Day. Chatsports.com/SeahawksDad to get yours today. Seahawks Today, bringing you daily Seahawks coverage you won't find anywhere else. News and rumors, weekly live shows on Wednesdays and Fridays, breaking news, all the latest happenings, interactive mailbags, and more. Subscribe now for free. Join the family. YouTube.com/SeahawksTV to subscribe today. Still some time to send in a super chat and contribute to today's show. First-time super chatters, you get the Seahawks chant. $5 super chat will take a shot. $10 super chat will tell a dad joke. $20 super chat will eat a spicy jelly bean. $50 super chat will do a beer shotgun. Text while I take a drink. Let me get your thoughts while I get a chance to just clear my throat for a second here. What a performance we've seen through three quarters.
Oh, yeah. They've been dominating, man. I mean, I feel like when you get punched in the mouth, you have to respond as a team, and they've certainly done that today against the Lions.
It's a week-to-week league.
Yes.
And
you can beat anyone.
Credit to the Seahawks for just putting last week behind them.
Right, and not letting it affect their play. I mean, they're playing lights out right now.
I think we need to start off the fourth quarter with another pouch salute.
Okay.
Tex.
I'm down. We got to bust in the rogues.
Let's bust in the rogues here.
Okay.
Put yourself on screen before we do this.
I got you.
Fourth quarter. Hold up those 4s. We have been a very pro-Zen pouch show today.
Mm-hmm.
For the culture.
For the culture.
For the chat sports culture. We have been enjoying some pouches. We've been having some beers.
Can't be scared.
Can't be scared.
There you go.
We're going rogue this time.
These are hefty.
6 rogues. What's the flavor we got for this one?
They are frost.
Frost.
I'll see if it's cold.
Let's freeze the Lions.
Oh, yeah.
Those Lions can't survive the frost.
Nah.
Fourth quarter, have some pouches with us.
4.
Hold up those 4s. Fourth quarter, here we go.
That's bad.
I got the lower decky. He's got the upper decky.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to finish them right now. Fourth quarter starts now.
There we go.
All right. Fourth quarter time. 2nd and 8 for Detroit. Ball at the 20-yard line. Goff steps back, pass complete. That's a first down. Finds Jahmyr Gibbs on the reception there. You know, I can't be mad about that play when you've played so well through 3 quarters. I can live with that. Right? 1st and 10. Goff steps back. Pass complete. Another first down for Detroit. This is the best their offense has looked all day. Still not even across midfield yet, though. 1st and 10. This is incredible what we're seeing today. I mean, this team lost to the Broncos and got their ass handed to them by the Dolphins, and we're kicking the Lions' ass today. Lions might be the best team in the NFC. This is outstanding. I mean, I think everybody in the state of Washington's got to be proud. Good pressure. Got the pass away on the screen. It's a first down for Detroit. Clock is running. Let's see that clock continue to chip away. Even if we give up a score here, if they use too much time, it won't matter. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation for Goff. Spam S for stop. Spam S. Pass. Complete. Another close to a first down. Yeah, Seahawks are backing up a bit. I think Mike Macdonald's experimenting with something here. All right. First down for Detroit. Clock continuing to run. Under 4 minutes left now. Goff steps back. Pass complete. 3-yard gain that time. Good coverage by the defense. So we'll have 2nd and 7. Tex, here's the thing, too. If the Seahawks hold on here like we expect, you go to 2-2. Everything's back on track. Everything's in front of you. You could still make the playoffs and everything pass complete. You feel a whole lot better if you hold on here than what you did a week ago against Miami. I think that if you're a 9-8 team in the NFC this year, you got a shot to make the playoffs. 1st and goal for Detroit. Ball at the 8. Goff pass. And just short. Going to be 2nd and goal coming up. Good coverage from Riq Woolen there. Rick's had a good game today. No. 2nd and goal coming up. They ruled that incomplete. Shotgun formation, 4 wide. Goff pass to the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage again from Riq. 3rd down. Type those 3s. Type those 3s. Third down. They're going 5 wide, and they're going to go for it if they don't get it. They have to. Goff caught short of the goal line. 4th and goal. Kobe Bryant on the coverage. 4th and goal at the 1. Type those 4s. Type those 4s. Come on, defense. Here we go. Big play. Handoff. And they stopped him. They stopped him. Uchenna Nwosu with a goal line stand. How about them Seahawks? Denied. Denied like a redheaded stepchild. How about that? Let's go. Spam LFG. LFG. This is unbelievable. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's run out the clock. Let's go win it right now. Finish the job. Finish the job here, boys. 1st and 10 at the 1. Let's get a shutout today. Oh, no, is that a safety? Come on. Really? A safety? I can't be too mad. We're up 28-2. Yeah, that's not good. So the Lions are going to get the football back. They're still down by a lot. And so we'll do the safety punt here. Nice punt. Filled at the 20. And gets to about the 27. The Lions have their work cut out for them here. 2:19 to go. Seattle up 28-2. Tex, if we did this simulation 100 times, I doubt we'd get very many 28-2 scores.
No, I don't think so, but it was the only one I did. So luckily it panned out for us.
Oh, yes. 1st and 10. Empty set. 5 wide for Detroit. Goff, pass. Incomplete. Good coverage there from Trey Brown. I see you, Trey. Boomer Sooner. Looking like the OU softball team against Texas there. Too easy. 2nd and 10. Goff, pass. Incomplete. Goff's looked horrible. They might have to consider playing Hendon Hooker. Tex, big Hooker guy. 3rd and 10. Type those 3s. Goff gets the pass off. Makes one man miss. And they stopped him. 4th down. 2-minute warning coming up. Julian Love with the tackle. Want to get the ad reads here? 2-minute warning. 4th and 2 coming up. Let's see what happens to this play. Run up the gut, 1st down, Detroit. They keep the drive alive. We'll get back to the action here in a moment, but first, Father's Day shirts on sale now. Go to chatsports.com/Seahawks Dad to get yours today. For the number one dad in your life, the number one Seahawk fan, show him some love. Get these shirts at chatsports.com/Seahawks Dad. Might find some free shipping available as well. Link is in the comments and description of today's video. Subscribe now. If you're having a great time today, you got to join the family and join us for our next live Madden watch party. We're doing these every Wednesday and Friday afternoon. YouTube.com/Seahawks TV to subscribe now for free. All right. Want some drinks? Want to hang out with us and party and celebrate this Seahawks win we're about to see here? $sign next to the chat box if you want to contribute. First time super chatter, you get the Seahawks chant. $5 super chat, we'll take some shots. $10 super chat, we'll tell a dad joke. $20 super chat, we'll eat some spicy jelly beans, get bean boozled. $50 super chat, we'll do a beer shotgun. Great way to celebrate this Seahawks victory that is just moments away. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Detroit. Clock winding down as the Seahawks are about to move up to 2-2 on the season. And everything's still in front of them. A tough schedule of games ahead. 1st and 10 for Detroit. Goff got all day. Pass complete. Wide open. No one covered that guy. 1st and 10. Sam Laporta with the catch. Clock continuing to run. No timeout called there. As the Lions are moving the football. Ball at the 20. Goff steps back. Pass incomplete. 2nd and 10. The Seahawks have won 3 straight games against Detroit leading up to this one. This would be 4 in a row. The Seahawks Techs clearly just have the Lions number. 2nd and 10, inside the red zone for Detroit. Goff pass, complete. 1st down and a 1st and goal, gets out of bounds. Sam Laporta. In the final minute now. The Seahawks just seconds away from going back to 500 on the season. Ball at the 10-yard line. Play action. Goff pass. Incomplete. Good coverage from Riq Woolen. Rick's been spectacular today. What an effort we've seen out of him. 2nd and goal. 28-2, our score. The Detroit Lions offense has been shut out today. Goff steps back. Pass incomplete. 3rd and goal. Good coverage from Rayshon Jenkins. 3rd down. Type those threes. Type those threes. 3rd and goal. Goff got all day. Going to the end zone. Incomplete. Incomplete. Here we go. Can the Seahawks get their 2nd goal line stand of the day? 4th and goal. Ball at the 10. Shotgun formation. Goff, play action. Got all day, no pressure. Still standing in the pocket. Pass, intercepted, intercepted. Game over. Julian Love. Seahawks win. Seahawks win. Seahawks win. What a performance. That should say 28-2. What a performance. Julian Love and the Seahawks are going to move to 2-2 on the year. Let's go, Seahawks. Let's go. Let's go, Seahawks. Let's go. Babies are going to be made tonight with this performance. What a day. What a day. 1st and 10 for Seattle, a chance to close it out. And that should about do it. Man, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I feel like McDonald's. I'm loving it. That'll do it. Seahawks win 28-2. They advance to 2-2 on the season. Spam W in the chat. Spam W. Get those W's in the chat. Big win today for your Seattle Seahawks. And the playoffs are back in sight. We'll be back for Week 5. Subscribe now. We'll see you next time. Go Hawks. All right. How about that, folks? That was a lot of fun. Tex, that was incredible. Held the Detroit offense scoreless? Who saw that coming? All right, I'm putting 1 minute on the clock. We get a super chat in the next minute. We'll stay live for a little bit. If not, we'll sign off, and I'll hit the road to Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, where the waving weed sure smells sweet. Great song. Best state song in the country. Have you seen the musical Oklahoma? Wait, so you're telling me the Texas public education system made you watch Oklahoma? That's hilarious. Because I did not have to learn about the Alamo in school. How many years did you get taught about the Alamo in Texas education? Yeah. Yeah. I love the story of the Alamo, though. David Crockett. All right, we'll sign off. For Big Tex, I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us here on Fan Friday, here on Seahawks Today. More videos coming up on the channel throughout the weekend. I'm off to Oklahoma. I'll see you all back on Monday. Thanks for joining us. Have a great rest of your weekend.